right, so hopefully you had some fun playing around with the Gene Genie. We're going to jump into case 7, the last case that we'll be working on for this week. We're just going to cover 6 and 7. Again, if you cannot see these cases, it's because you're on the wrong tab. We need to be in the apprentice cases. Let's jump into challenge 1, the Duchess wants drakes. So for this particular challenge, if you have not looked at the notes or the video over Punnett squares, I'm going to suggest you do that now. I'm going to use Punnett square to help explain how we sort out these different challenges. So in this first challenge, we're supposed to find a pair of drakes that produces clutches where, on average, about 50% of the offspring have wings. So let's take a look at how a Punnett square might help us solve this particular type of problem. Now we're aware of two alleles that control whether or not the drakes have wings. A dominant one that codes for wings and a recessive one that codes for no wings. We can create 3 different unique situations in order to look at the inheritance patterns of these traits here. We can have one in which we have drake with wings and 2 alleles for such cross with a drake with wings and 2 alleles for such. But that would create kind of a boring Punnett square. All the offspring inherit dominant alleles for wings. And as a result, the offspring will be 100% winged. So that doesn't help us get what the Duchess wants. So let's look at another scenario in which we cross a winged offspring, or a winged parent, sorry, with another winged parent, but this one has the allele for no wings. It's just being covered up. Well, this Punnett square is a little bit more interesting because there's more variety in genotype. But some of you are probably thinking, well, there's not going to be any variety in phenotype. And you would be absolutely correct. No variety in phenotype, because since all 4 of these genotypes contain at least one dominant allele, all of these offspring are going to have wings. And remember, our goal is to get one with 50% wings, 50% no wings. So let's keep trying. We'll look at another scenario in which we cross one with wings, no wings, with wings, no wings. So here we get wings, 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 no wings, wings, no wings, no wings, no wings. Well, this one is a little bit more interesting, isn't it? Because now we have a little bit of variety in both genotype and phenotype. These 3 drakes, they will have wings because they have at least one dominant allele. But this other drake, the one down here in the bottom corner, it will have no wings. So we produced variety here, but we did not produce the ratio that the Duchess desired. We have 75% or 3 out of 4 winged and 25% or 1 out of 4 with no wings. That's problematic. So I think what we need to do is we need to try the only other variety of cross that we didn't previously try. So that would be one in which we crossed a drake that had wings, but also had the recessive trait for no wings with the drake that has no wings and no wings. In this case, we get a top row that's wings, no wings, and a bottom row. Oh, wait, I just messed up. These two left boxes will be wings, no wings. And these two right boxes will be no wings, no wings. So in this case, we get that 50-50 ratio that we desire. These two would have the phenotype of wings because they have at least one dominant allele. And the two on the right, they would have the phenotype of no wings because they have no dominant alleles. So we get that 50-50 ratio. Let's go program this into the game. So we want one to have wings, no wings. We want the other one to be no wings, no wings. We hit breed. Now it looks about 50-50, but luckily the program includes a way for us to check. We go to stats. We change the trait to wings. Oh. 55-45. That's pretty close to 50-50. Let's breed again and see what happens. 55-45. 55-45. 45-55. 55-45. 50-50, our first one. Now you can see over time here it's tracking all clutches. And if we breed these enough time, they do produce some variety. But over time, we see that the number over here on the right, it's averaging out to be closer and closer to 50-50. So I'm pretty happy with this result. I'm going to submit. Nice. 3 stars. Let's move on to the next challenge. So in this challenge, we're supposed to produce drakes that are 25% wingless, 50% metallic, 75% four-limbed. Well, actually, we've already gone through all the scenarios that you need to produce these ratios. They are the crosses that we explored here. We got our 50-50, our 75-25. So what I'd like you to do now is to try to complete the rest of these challenges on your own. When you get to the next challenge, come back.